Hey, hey, hey. Okay. I got a little early jump. I'm like 10 minutes early, but I'd rather be 10 minutes early than 10 minutes late myself. But anyway, let's see if I can get my chat box going. You just saw the other video. Yeah, they lagging. Hey, how's the audio? Can y'all hear me? Give me a 1 or audio good to go or too low, or let me know something. I know it's a delay. It's like okay, I got a 1, so the audio's good. Okay, folks. This is going to be one of them burners. Now, there's a good thing and a bad thing about doing these type of videos. The good thing is the videos you're going to watch, they're going to do all the heavy lifting for me. I ain't got to do it. I can go ahead and throw in or
man, this is some bullshit.
Along the way, to keep it going. Now, there might be it might be a sheriff, the little sheriff. He might show up, he might not, because Truth Teller been working him like a runaway slave here lately, and I don't know why he working my sheriff like that. But it's Truth Teller, so what are you gonna do, right? So anyway, let me go ahead and set up the first one. Now, wait a minute, wait. Change your plans. I'm gonna do the short ones first. Let's do that. Let's do get the little short ones out of the way first, and then I got some I'm gonna save for the next stream because I already know he's the one with the public defender having relationships with an inmate here in Texas. I already know that one's gonna be a problem. So I ain't even gonna try to squeeze that one in. I ain't gonna try to squeeze that one in right now. But let's go ahead and get this one set up here. And dum. Let's do this. Copy and
what's going on, guys? Today
shut up, dude. And paste and enter. We're gonna start with ATL, okay? Let's start there. So let me go ahead and get you on the screen here and get it popped.
1,000 tenants in Atlanta.
And get it squared. Yep, it's centered in the hatch right off the bat. There we go. So you should be able to hear it because this is OBS and not StreamYards. So let me go ahead and mute myself and let this play. All right.
An estimated 12,000 tenants in Atlanta who are behind on rent have gotten eviction letters.
A housing official asked Atlanta City Council.
Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear the video? Yes. Okay, there we go. All right, let me go ahead and play it.
In Atlanta who are behind on rent have gotten eviction letters.
A housing official asked Atlanta City Council members to find a way to help. Fox 5's Morris Diggs explains the evictions have restarted after a pause during the pandemic.
If you've ever had a family member who's been evicted, well, the financial strain they face, that's obvious. but there's also an emotional burden. For example, when a school-age child is pulled out of the classroom, the parents got to find another place, or worse, a shelter. You don't have to fall under the legal definition of poverty to have all your...
Okay, y'all know you gotta interrupt for fair use and copyright infringement purposes. I'm quite sure all of y'all remember during when the coof was kicking, and Side Road Joe said that, hey, they put in the eviction moratorium, people getting they stimmies, these little checks that they actually considered was money, so they wouldn't have to pay rent, put landlords in a bind. And here's the truth. A lot of people think that all landlords are just these big, giant, fat cats. Are there some fat cat, apartment thing owners and whatnot? Yeah. But the average Joe, and I know a lot of average Joes, the average Joe is just a guy or gal or couple, whatever, or a group of people made their little consortium or whatever the heck. And they went out and they bought a couple of houses, or they bought this eight family tenement building that was foreclosed on taxes and had it redone and start taking in people to rent. They still have to pay the note on that property to whoever the lender is. Most people don't go out and write a check for $3 million, you know what I'm saying, for an 8-family tenement building. Most people don't have that type of money. So they still paying the bank, but you don't have to pay rent. And according to the HUD laws in America, they still had to do any and all repairs that had something to do with health or safety. They still had to do those repairs, whether the people was paying rent or not. Now that's an expired Joe, and they ask Side Road Joe for another extension. No, because now you're going to put the people that actually pay taxes, the people that own this stuff, out of business, and the state can't have that.
Belongings put out on the street because you got way behind on the rent.
Filings have ramped up the mounting number of evictions in Fulton and DeKalb counties.
This Atlanta Housing Commission official estimates 12,000 tenants have been or are now under an eviction threat. The pause on legal filings did not erase a rent balance, and being forced from the home can turn lives upside down.
And have to move out of their school districts, right? Can't attend the same school. That disruption is a huge inhibitor for educational attainment for kids.
This is the first time they got me down for eviction.
A senior living in this large complex has a different circumstance. Veronica Showers explains.
Now, I do feel sorry for the elders, for the elderly and disabled. I know they're a very small percentage of the equation, but they're a percentage of the equation nonetheless.
To her landlord about a series of personal setbacks.
I do security. I worked every day, but it's like I was just working for nothing. Every time I got paid, they went in, they was getting the loans.
How many months are you behind?
Lord have mercy, 11,000 something.
Andrew Sneggenberger said late fees and other charges keep residents even further behind. He says new government assistance is needed.
And it's good practice to make sure that the two branches of government are working in coordination to make sure that we're spending money as well as we can.
One of the members, Antonio Lewis, reminded the body that not too long ago, the city had to give back federal funding, $10 million, that was intended for housing. From Northeast Atlanta, I'm Morse Diggs, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, Chef, that's common. I've heard that. I've heard that quite a few times. Okay, let's get the next one lined up. they're putting out thousands of people in Atlanta. They done got the Fox 5 Atlanta said that they done got that notification, and they got to go because if not, y'all know who's coming to enforce. Oh yeah, please hit the like on the way in. Veronica is ready to fight. Veronica got her fist balled up, Mean Gene. Fist balled up. You know what my granddaddy used to say when you get mad, you had your fist balled up? He said, man, you better unball your fist and let that air out of them. Who the hell you think? You couldn't ball up your fist around my grandpa. Nope. He ain't having none of it. None of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your next one here set up. And I got a detransitioning one. I'm not going to do it. Not on this one, because we just got so much going on. Because I can't do a detransitioning one, and we can't do that in 15 minutes. Because I'm trying to chop these up into 15-minute blocks. I don't like doing 4-hour live streams because I know folks got stuff to do. I get it. Is other YouTubers on? People want to see. I get it. Like I had some chick tell, I like you, but you ain't my favorite. I didn't even ask you, was I your favorite? But anyway, I get it. I wouldn't expect me to be your favorite YouTuber because I ain't kissing her ASS. I tell you, if I did want to kiss her ASS, I should have started last week, because as big as she is, she got plenty of it. But don't wait a minute. Why do I saying but don't when I got one, dummy? But anyway, excuse me. But folks, there's going to be a lot of people out on the street, and they don't know what the hell they gonna do. Because at the end of the day, let's be realistic. Once you break the deal, what did Tina Turner say in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Bust the deal, face the wheel. Once you've busted the deal, they don't owe you nothing. You got to get out. And as tight as housing is now anyway, there's always somebody else that's looking for a spot, that need a place to move into.
But Nick, what about the people that's the working poor? Yeah, they didn't pay their rent with that moratorium money, but you just can't put 20,000 people on the street.
Oh, yes, the hell I can. Oh, yes, the hell I can. Look here. You got an 8-family unit. I'm going to make it an easy number. $1,000 a month rent. I ain't paid rent in 20 years. Easy 20 years. Probably, yeah, I ain't paid no rent now, but I can imagine. I hear folks talk about rent and how much and yada, 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 and all that other good stuff. $1,000 a month. I'm being easy. That's $8,000 a month on that 8-family unit. $8,000 a month. Where's my daggone handy dandy calculator? Let me see. 8,000 times 12. That's $96,000. How many people willing to put their emotions over them getting a $9,000? If I had to put every last one of y'all out to get 8 more people, because the ones that ain't paying, it's people behind them like, I got $1,000 a month. That's good enough for me, sir. Here's first and last. Can I get the second floor, please? I don't like the ground floor, but I don't like the top floor. My hockey injury when I was in Canada, left knee, you know. Shh. I'm putting your ass out. Soon we are doing as yeah. Man, what? Job shut. Man, I'm putting them out. I'm putting them out, dog. Next, wait a minute, hold on. They're my crew. That's my eviction crew right there. That's them. Yeah, you getting the hell out of here. Right. Yeah, everybody, you gotta go. What's up, Roscoe? You gotta go. All right, next star. Let's go. Fade on in there. And let me fix my fade. Who am I? See, I ain't used OBS in so long. Look at this. I just click snap out, snap in, snap out. Nah, we don't get down like that. You know me. I'm hoity-toity. We don't get down like that. Let's go ahead and unscrew that. It's only going to take me about 30 seconds, y'all. 30 seconds, and we'll be right back to the show. We don't do snaps. Let me see. Okay. Now let's let's give it a, because, you know, I mean, man, look, if you're going to roll with the big boys, you got to do big boy stuff, right? Now let's see how it works. Let's see. Dang it. Still, okay. Hold on. I'm petty. Y'all know I ain't having none of this. This is my fault. Hey, I like this one here. Let me see. Yeah, let's go with that one. You know, you got to get fancy schmancy, because if not, you know, then I got Sly crawling up my butt on me not being not being on point and everything, and I ain't listening to none of his mess. So spiral. There it is. Okay, now let's try it. Yeah, there we go. I like that. That's the beauty of OBS. Next story. Take
a kind of sign of the
excuse me. Might tell you, this is in New York, where Target store is closing, and the community that it's in, they got their underwear. And Slide, man, I tried to Slide, done the OBS thing like for 2 days. I don't like it. It's too complicated. Got too many options. But Slide, listen to your audio on StreamYard, any of them other ones, the one that Apple got, the one he used, this, that, and other, and listen to your audio on OBS. The codec for OBS is a higher quality, okay? Number one. OBS allows you to stream in 4K. You're looking at 4K video. That's what you're looking at. If you got a 4K camera, you can stream in 4K. Now, does YouTube choke it down some? Yeah. But you can tell the difference in the video quality when someone's streaming in OBS versus StreamYards. You can tell. I can tell. Now, if I was probably looking at it on a phone, if it's not a high-res screen, I probably wouldn't be able to tell. But when you on a machine, you on a machine that do, hey, Chocolate Bunny, when you on a machine that will generate, the audio and video, OBS is the bomb. And so here we are. Matter of fact, let me get myself out of the way so y'all can, so we can go ahead and roll this piece.
Times story. And this sign of the times does not bode well, not for New York City and not for New Yorkers.
That's because Target is shutting down its store in East Harlem and several places across the country. The issue? Theft. The retailer saying it's not only hurting business, but has compromised the safety of employees and customers.
So what does it all mean, Target closing in East Harlem? And what does it say about the sign of the times? Eyewitness News reporter Joe Torres live at the store for us tonight. Joe?
Bill, the closure of this Target, it is a body blow to this community, for the people who shop here, for the many people who work here. And consider this Target store, it is the anchor store here at the East River Plaza. And the long-term concern that many have is this: if Target's leaving, who will do the same?
See all this great stuff.
Convenience, value, and location. That holy trifecta is why the largely black and brown shoppers in...
Does Target, where y'all at, sell groceries too? Because there's Target over in San Antonio. You know, I'm out here. Ain't much of nothing out here. Well, we got H-E-B, so, which is Texas chain grocery store. I love H-E-B. But I don't know if, is it certain Targets that sell groceries or all, you know, not here. Okay. Yeah, but you're down under if I'm not mistaken. Chaz says, yes, it came. Yeah, you just came from Target. Okay. So I guess it is a thing, cause the Target, maybe I ain't been to a Target and I couldn't tell you when, but chocolates and biscuits and chips and soft drinks. Yes, the Target in my area does. Oh, okay. So now, cause I know, Walmart sells groceries now at the Walmarts in San Antonio. But I remember when Walmart, there was no such thing as groceries in Walmart. You had to go to H-E-B, Handy Andy, Safeway Foods. Super S, or Albertsons when I was in San Antonio. But Albertsons left H-E-B ran them off almost 20 years ago.
East Harlem adore their Target store. The store's closure on October 21st left shoppers wondering,
where are the people in the community going to go now?
Exactly.
Yeah, they would have to go to the Bronx.
In a statement, Target explained why it made the difficult decision to shutter this store and 8 others on the West Coast. Theft and organized retail crime are threatening the safety of our teams and guests. Can only be successful if the working and shopping environment is safe for all. And clearly it's not, according to some of the shoppers we talked to. Shoppers who have witnessed the thieves in action.
Many times I see people.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that the people are ripping off and robbing from their own store in their community? Don't they know what'll happen if they leave them?
Walking through the exit doors, back the door of Target with stuff inside their hands.
It's sad.
Does anybody know what the hell he was saying? What? I don't understand this cat right here. Why did y'all pick him? They probably just saw a black guy and said, let me go ask him. And then he started talking. The reporter probably went, damn, wrong one. You know, I don't know what he's saying.
It's sad because it's our own community. It's the reason why it's closing. They come in here and destroy what we have.
Community Board 11 chairs.
But ma'am, those destructive little street hooligans belong to y'all. And all these other dudes and women's out here that ain't taking care of their daggum kids. So what you gonna do about it? Who holds more responsibility, Target or you?
Xavier Santiago, who helped bring Target to East Harlem in 2009, told us he and his fellow board members hope to convince Target's corporate leaders to reconsider their decision.
Ooh, was this a Rolling Stones jacket this guy was wearing? Yeah. They screwed it up. It is a Rolling Stones jacket, but they gonna put a happy face on the tongue. Man, why you screw it up? Perfectly good damn Rolling Stones logo.
Convince Target's corporate leaders to reconsider their decision.
Our hope with Target is that they'll always lean in. Again, we were surprised and caught flat-footed when we heard the news yesterday morning, and we'd like to have conversations ongoing.
The closure announcement even caught the NYPD off guard. The police department worked with Target by posting extra cops on the street. Arrests went up while shoplifting cases went down.
Barrio depends on places like this to survive, and no one likes to hear that big partners in the community are leaving.
Now, there is also a Costco here at the East River Plaza, but Target shoppers are quick to tell you Costco, for several reasons, doesn't work for them. There's a membership fee. Many people here live in small apartments. Volume warehouse shopping doesn't fit the bill. And frankly, the selection...
Oh, crap. The sound ain't working? Dang, the meter moving on my side. What happened?
just isn't the same.
Maybe that was when in between why I had a little finger delay. Man, look, these folks, who do you blame? Who do you blame? I don't know if they now the Costco. Oh, for a second it was, it's probably me. What's up, Mule Team? My brother from another mother. Glad to see you. I ain't seen you in hey y'all. Some of them badass memes that I be getting, they be coming from that guy you see on that screen right there that says Mule Team 66. Now, one thing I heard about the complaint, if you will, from the Costco or what's the other one? Sam's Club, Costco, the big box, is that folks is saying, yeah, it's one over there, but that ain't gonna work for me because I gotta buy a membership and I don't do stuff in bulk. It's me and my kid, or it's just me and the old man and the kids are gone. You know what I mean? And so you hear stuff like that and you like, I mean, how do you, I'd have to think of something, especially if I lived in a complex, because I'm one of them organizational guys. They didn't make me a gunner, chief of firing battery. They didn't just give me them gunny stripes. I had to earn them gunny stripes. Still got my boonie cap too. They don't even issue these no more. I got my desert tan loam one, but that hat is beat up. And if that hat could talk, them people in them black Suburbans will probably come get my ass. Like Geneva Convention. What? You mean I can't do this? What? Damn. Well, why didn't y'all tell me? We just told you. So I can't do this no more. Man, you gonna tell me what I want to know. That's all I'm gotta say. That's between me and you and the sand. Now, I would have to be like, look, man, I'm like, Daryl, Chef, Dragon, look, going to go here and this, that, and other. They only sell this toilet paper in a box of 50. Hey, give me $10. Give me $10. And I put my $10 in. And $30, and we got that box, and we split it, we chop it up. We saving money and we getting what we want. I'd have to come up with something before I just flat out starve or go without. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know about them New York apartments. I heard they ain't real big, even though you're paying $4,000 a month for them and whatnot. But one more story before we get on to the big features, okay? Because I always have to get some warm-ups. I don't like to just run head first, you know what I'm saying, into the topic du jour. So let's go ahead and get this one. This one was not too far away from me in Houston. And let me just go ahead and say what I'm going to say, and I'll be brief as to not throw myself under the bus. I'm saying he got what he asked for, and I'll leave it at that. Let's go.
I'm Caroline Collins with this week's Crime Files. And this week, it's all about a taqueria robbery that has the nation talking. The video is insane to watch, but the story of what happened next, even more shocking. So it all starts with a masked man with a gun and ends with an armed customer jumping into action. As the case has unfolded, we found out a lot about all the people involved, even hearing from the mom of the robber as she talks about the life he lived. We start our days of coverage with Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf.
It's back to work now for everyone in this restaurant, but we're now learning more about the terrifying night for everyone inside. Dramatic moments inside a Houston restaurant. We've frozen the graphic video as a customer fires 8 shots and then one more, killing a would-be robber.
Thank God no one else was hurt.
A man wearing a mask and gloves inside the taqueria around 11:30 Thursday night, pointing what looks like a gun at customers while demanding money. As some hide and throw cash, this man takes action just as the robber heads to the door, still with his gun drawn.
Picked up the money, turned around and left, and that's when the customer got up and shot him.
The shooter angry, realizing the robber's gun is plastic. Returning the stolen money to customers, taking a sip of his drink, and leaving before police arrive.
It was a fake gun. It was a damn fake gun. But some of these fake guns look like real guns. And are you willing to gamble when somebody just walk up on you and shove it in your face? Just shove it in your face. And you, oh, snap. Are you willing to gamble on whether it's a real one or not? Now, homeboy, he done exactly, excuse let me check my.
Nick, be careful. Don't throw your own self up under the bus.
Okay, Sheriff, I got it. I think he done the right thing, because what if it wasn't a fake? And we've all known stories where robbers, I know a guy personally that's doing life with no possibility of parole. We lived on the same street in San Antonio, same street. Yeah, and I can say his name. I don't care what he gonna do. Get out, come out of the pen and come get me. His name is Paul Mitchell. Lived on the opposite side of the street, 4 houses down. Upstanding parents, father, retired neighbor, owned property, owned this shop, owned the car wash, owned this little small businesses. Mom, a retired nurse. They had 2 kids, Mitchell Brooks and Paul Brooks, and both kids was worthless as the day is long because they were spoiled. Anyway, Paul went to jail for some petty stuff. Something petty, was in for X amount years, got out of jail, went back to his own ways, and shot and killed 2 convenience store employees here in San Antonio. Well, excuse me, one died, one lived. He robbed the place. They gave him the money and he shot them anyway. They gave him the money. What's up, Dreads? And they shot him anyway. His other brother, Mitchell Brooks, he got strung out on drugs and started robbing and breaking into people's houses around here that he knew around us. And then they found him clapped under a bridge where the homeless people stay. 2 young black males that had a mother and a father in the house. I knew both their parents. I loved them dearly. Mr. and Mrs. Brooks was some of the nicest people you ever want to. They're both gone. They're both gone. House paid for. You got y'all house. You got 2 more houses on the same block. He had a car wash up there on East Houston Street. Transmission shop. He just owned the property, and Tanner's Transmissions was in there. Transmission shop over here on Joe Louis Drive. Look, that's another thing. You already know if you own Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, or Joe Louis, you in for a fight. But anyway, he had the everything. Only thing y'all had to do was carry on what he'd already built. I remember taking Miss Brooks, because Mr. Brooks had already succumbed, and she wanted me, out of all people, she picked me to go down to the Bexar County Jail so she can do the paperwork to get the son that was on drugs, Mitchell Brooks, out of there. And we get him out, and what does he do? He robs people in the neighborhood, break into their houses and whatnot to steal stuff to pawn it so he can buy dope. Anyway, back on with the story. So I know this stuff straight up, and she's gone. Mr. Brooks went first, then Nurse Brooks went second, and these were 2 of the nicest people you ever want to meet in your life. And when Mitchell got on that stuff, he turned into a totally different person. Paul was a wannabe thug anyway. Get out of the pen. Daddy buy him a 2-year-old Silverado extended cab, long bed. He go find some way to get some money to put some 24-inch Daytons on it. And not even 6 months later, him and some other dude rob a convenience store, shot and killed one of the clerks, and shot and wounded the other one. And you ain't even been out of pen 2 years. They gave him life with no possibility of parole. Let's get back on with the deal.
To call HPD homicide and come explain exactly what occurred and his side of the story.
Authorities now wanting to speak with this man seen getting into an old pickup truck, someone the restaurant owner is calling a hero.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
At this hour, police still hoping to find the shooter and speak with him and ask him about what happened. Reporting on the southwest side, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 26 News.
Around 11:30 Thursday night, a masked man walked into a taqueria on the...
Tell, just from looking at that video that was a fake weapon.
Brown is a local criminal defense attorney.
I was not able to tell, just from looking at that video that was a fake weapon. And just by actually taking out a weapon, pointing it at people, especially in a situation where you're robbing people, it establishes that, that person is willing to use it.
Some people might say, well, why did you have to shoot him so many times?
Until he's completely been neutralized, he is still...
Look, shoot him in the leg. I hope somebody clap you in the face. The ones that always talk that junk ain't the ones that's staring down the barrel of a gun. You, as long as the threat is still a threat, you keep pumping. You keep pumping. I done seen too many people. I've been in some, and y'all know, some of y'all know my background. I've seen people that's been shot twice, kill the shooter that shot them and somebody else. I've seen it with my own eyes. Been there, done that. Was close enough where I could smell the gunpowder. How about that? Is that close enough?
Yeah, Nick, I think that's close enough. Actually, it's too close for me.
Well, Sheriff, I mean, you stay out of stuff like that. You let us handle that. Mr. Honeycutt. So you clap somebody and they still moving, you clap them again. Now, if you done clapped them and they done failed and they done dropped the gun and somebody else done kicked it away or something, yeah, then you stop. You just stop. You know what I'm saying? But if they still got it, then it was a fake gun. And he was supposed to know that how? They be talking like you walk in like it was one of them plastic orange pump water guns. Like ain't nobody, they be talking. Oh, boy.
Truth, Sly told me that he gonna put you on punishment. So you better act right.
What's up, Truth? Man, them people be killing me with that stuff. Like I say, you get somebody with one of these realistic looking firearms that look like a 45, look like a 1911, and they stick it in your face. Are you willing to gamble that it's a fake and don't get a 45 ACP slug punched through your skull? Yeah.
A danger to everybody.
Customers retrieved their money.
Oh, yeah. And I remember, and he took the money back and put the money on the table and told everybody to come get their money. This man, look, already know how the story ends, but I got to play it for y'all anyway. But yeah, he told man, come get y'all money.
Money and belongings and left. The customer who shot that robber threw a coffee mug at him as he exited. No one attempted to render aid. As of right now, the police would only like the
I wouldn't render aid either.
Shooter to come forward for questioning. And we asked Attorney Brown about the chances of a grand jury actually indicting that customer.
I believe it's unlikely.
And Brown says if the shooter is indicted, it would be an easy case of self-defense.
The individual who used lethal force to neutralize the situation was well within his rights to do so.
Surveillance video from police revealed the case will be turned over to a grand jury to determine if the customer will face any criminal charges.
Under Texas law, that doesn't change his right to act if there's apparent danger.
Legal analyst Casey Garrett believes the customer was acting in self-defense and had every right to keep firing until the threat was neutralized.
The important thing to remember is once somebody has the legal right to act in self-defense and to use lethal force in self-defense, then they have the right, whether it's shooting him once or shooting him 9 times. And as long as you're acting in self-defense and it's not now become some attenuated intentional act of actually, killing somebody, as long as he's acting under the right to defend himself or others.
Authorities say the robber died on the scene. The Harris County medical examiner has now identified him as 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington. Records say Washington was out on bond when he committed the robbery.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Pookie out on bond. Pookie. What? Wait a minute. Sheriff, will you talk to this guy?
What's wrong with you, Pookie? Why, Pookie? Why did you do it, Pookie? Gosh dang it, Pookie.
Yeah, Gene, yeah, you don't say. Yeah. Let Caesar Borgia render that aid. Look, this shouldn't even have went to court. This shouldn't even have went to, when they looked up and said, wait a minute. You out on...
New details involving this dramatic shooting inside a Houston restaurant. Police the stolen money to customers and leaving in an old pickup truck before police arrive.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
Online records reveal Eric...
Well, I'll be damned. But he got enough money to get neck tattoos and all kind of other stuff.
Well, Nick, how do you know that them might be the only tattoos he got? He may not have none nowhere else on his body. That don't make him a thug.
Little sheriff, you need to sit your little behind down on this one. You need to take a pass. There your Pookie right there. It'd be killing me. Folks have enough money for thousands of dollars worth of tattoos, but they got to jack you for them ends. Man, come on, man. Look at, okay, well, guess what? That's what NWA say on one song, one less ninja we got to worry about.
Had been out of jail on bond during the attempted robbery. Recently charged with assaulting a family member, the 30-year-old also previously convicted for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, a case.
And why is he out? First-degree felony, pled not guilty, jury verdict, guilty, findings of deadly weapon, yes, a firearm. And he just let him right back out to do it again.
10 years ago that resulted in the death of a 62-year-old Houston man. Police Monday meeting with the customer who fired these shots. So far choosing not to arrest him.
Exactly, Gene. He used a real gun last time.
Or charge him with a crime.
Thursday morning was the last time.
Now, remember, one of the deals that he got pinned for was violence against a family member. This his mama. I think this is mama, and I think this is his brother. I don't know. I am so sick of looking at these weak. We have too many weak black males in the ranks that don't have a voice, don't know how to use a voice. The only thing they have to do is sit behind and let mama speak for them. Just, number one, this would never happen in my family, but if it was, let's say it was, guess who wouldn't be up there talking? Wouldn't be my damn mama. My mama wouldn't be up there talking about this.
Call me.
What did he say?
He said, Mom, son to mother, I'm trying to be the best person I can be.
In an ominous phone call Thursday morning, hours before the robbery at El Ranchito that would end his life, 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington promised his mother, Corinne Goodman, he would do better.
What he did, I don't condone. I don't. He knew better. He never said anything or made me think he would go this route. He started working, he was striving, because he said, Mom, when you send someone to penitentiary, it breaks you.
In 2015, records show Eric was convicted of aggravated.
Well, apparently it didn't break him too far, because it breaks you. He lied to you, mama, and you believe that crap, mama.
Robbery with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 15 years in prison in connection to the shooting death of the business owner, 62-year-old Hamid Warridge.
He was there. He did not kill their father, but he was there and their father got killed. And that I am sorry for. I never got to say that to them, but I'm sorry for that.
Eric served 7 years, then was released on parole. In December, he was charged with assaulting his common-law wife and later bonded out.
He's not the mother.
Well, there it is. Chicks love them ass beaters. But men like us, men that work, men of means, never been to jail, don't do crimes, no alcohol, no drugs. Last thing on our mind is trying to swell you up. But we squares and coons and all kind of other stuff. Got it. The way I see it, look, man, let them chicks have them. Matter of fact, I try to pair them up as much as I can. Keep the vermin away from us.
The people picture him to be.
As the case now turns over to a Harris County grand jury, Corinne has one message for the patron who killed Eric.
I don't hate him. I can't hate him, but I want to know, why didn't you stop? If you had to kill him, I can deal with that.
Okay, he had to kill him because he didn't know it was a toy gun, ma'am. And you know that too. Stop it. Stop it. You know your son was useless as the day is long.
Can come to grips with that he did something wrong. I understand that. But for him to be shot 4 times in the back leaving, and when he falls down and he shoots him 4 more times, he abused him. He was dead already. And that hurt. That hurts.
Natalie He, Fox 26 News.
Well, you can watch all of this coverage again on Fox 26 Houston.
No, we good, ma'am. All right, let's go ahead and get into the premiere to what we came here to see. Chicago. Okay, I think I already got this one. Now, oh, crap, that's right, the New York. Well, no, we'll do Chicago. Chicago. Oh, yeah, it's two Chicago stories. It's 2 of them. Okay, so let's do this. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum dum. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum. There it is. Now, squatters. Oh no. We ain't dealing with the squatter stuff. Let me see. I think the video is in this Sandra Rose piece. Let's see. Because I think it's a better video than the one that they have up here on the web. Let's double check. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I mean, what do y'all think about that? What do you think about that? Oh, it was excessive. Oh, he asked for it. What's up, Cannon? Carrie, hey, Carrie come to corral truth. What's this? Sexy Red accidentally leaks sex tape online. I don't bit more believe that ain't no accident. Them people do that crap on purpose. Let's go ahead and get this video set up, but I got to put it on the screen to get it centered. So let's go ahead and do that. And I might be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I can work with that. Yeah, I can work with that. Y'all see what it say. Chicago kids are getting evicted from their field house so it can be turned into a migrant shelter. And you see this, you see the date. This was 2 days ago. Nobody corrals truth. He corrals himself. I mean, yeah, good luck. I mean, I ain't got enough chain to wrap around him. Hey, but I got my fellow artilleryman in the house with me. I got Hanlon Jones. We get him. You know, hey, what's worse than 1 artilleryman? 2 artillerymen. There you go. There you go. Because when we show up on the scene, city boy, it's on and popping. It's time to be on and popping. Let's see what Chicago kids evicted from their field house so it can be turned into a migrant shelter. Damn kids, like I say, because they damn parent or parents, you know. So anyway, kids in the youth football program in Chicago are being evicted from their sports facility to turn it into a shelter for illegal aliens. Yeah, that's right. My bad, Hunter. What's worse than 2 artillerymen? I'll let you tell them. Man, hey, we're the saviors of the battlefield. Hey, we got to give the medics something to do. Over 600 Chicago residents attended the community meeting on Tuesday to show support for the kids at Amundsen Park. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Youth football program who are being kicked out of their sports facility. Citizen journalist Mary Waymuller shared the cell phone footage that shows the teens and adolescents walking into the meeting wearing their football uniforms. Man, look, it don't make no difference because we already know. Are we? No, I don't see it, Chocolate Bunny. I don't see it. Let Israel, you know, they can handle that themselves. They always have. The Yom Kippur and all that other stuff. They can. I have no support in there. I'm not even gonna cover them. I don't want nothing to do with them. But let's see if this thing play here. I mean, probably gonna be a bunch of people hollering and yelling, but anyway. Damn, that one boy big as a grown-ass man. Look, as if they like, oh, we didn't plan on this. But they're upset and they're yelling. But here's the thing. Y'all voted for this. Okay? Y'all voted for this. So let's go ahead and get to the story. Now this video is the same deal. Excuse me. At the same sitting, same everything. So let's go ahead and get them going.
Programs where they're supposed to go.
There it is. Okay, here we go. We got them now. This is the same deal, same place, same day. I ain't gonna have to say much of nothing. We ain't gonna play the whole thing. We gonna get out of here, but I'll play a nice chunk of it. Ranger had his hey. This is the only one I got that's still serviceable because you know they issue you 2 of everything, and I got my Tiger. Well, the Tiger we had to buy them. They wouldn't issue them to you. If you didn't get issued Tiger fatigues, you don't get a Tiger hat. But I got my desert sand one and my regular BDU ones. I have those. They issued you 2 of each. But the Tigers, we had to buy them. And this is the only one I got left that's actually worth keeping. Falcon Blizzak, my brother from across the pond. What's going on, man? Let's go ahead and run this. Get myself out of here because you know that, like I say, because you never know when the sheriff gonna pop his ass in with his foolishness. And let's go ahead and play it. This is where I got the little short to let y'all know this was going to be in the stream. You work for us. No, that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's not the way it is. They sitting up there talking and grinning and smiling. Y'all sitting on folding chairs yelling at them. That's anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could go ahead and we tune it in to do so.
Auntie, I work for the Chicago Park District for the North Region, and I'm here to support the staff for Amundsen Park and the surrounding parks.
I'm the commander of the 25th District.
Commissioner Torres.
My name is John Robertson. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the City of Chicago.
First, start off by saying thank everyone for coming out. This, in my opinion, has been one of the most difficult situations that we've had in the city of Chicago. This past Friday, and so that I could chronologically let you know as far as what I have found out, this past Friday I spoke to the mayor's office, the mayor's deputy mayor, or the deputy chief of staff, who informed me Friday morning that we were going to have a shelter at this particular location. You're gonna be allowed to speak.
And he done dusted off his Black Lives Matter t-shirt. And you in Chicago, and we know who taking them black lives. But anyway, man, look. Okay. Anyway, he gonna play the lamb, but he gonna play the sacrificial lamb, but we gonna let him play out a little bit. Then I'll fast forward to some of the people that got up there to bloviate.
Is the speaker, when I spoke with the deputy chief of staff, she informed me that we would have this shelter here at this location, and I strongly object to it, and I object to it now. And I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that because I want your applause. I'm saying that because we cannot take a resource from our community. I have told the mayor this, I've told the superintendent of our parks this, and I will state it to the top of the roof.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hatched Dragon.
Man, this is some bullshit.
There you go. Onward.
We cannot take resources from the black community, a community invested in. Now, I say this, those seniors that come to this park know that I come here the fourth Thursday of every month with them. I know of the programming that's in this park, but there's so many other reasons why this park should not, and not just this park, but any park, should not be converted to a migrant shelter. First of all, we deal with security issues. Now, particularly in this area, our police officers have been working tirelessly to help reduce violence in the Amundsen Park area, in the North Austin area. And this, by no way, helps them in their efforts in reducing crime. I say, secondly, I believe in a democracy. I believe in a democratic process that says
democracy has failed everywhere it's been tried. Everywhere democracy has been put in place, it fails. Why do they keep using the word democracy like to try to force it to mean something that it doesn't? You know what democracy is? Democracy isn't solution by en masse by peers. No, that's not what the definition of democracy is. Stop it, dude.
Before you make these decisions need to be brought to the community. Now, I will say this. There's some out there that say, we want to see the email. I can show you every email I have. You come sit down with me, I will go through every email. But there are no emails with regard to this. I received a phone call Friday that this was going to be a shelter. Now,
who called him? Who was on the other end of that phone call telling him this? I don't think he mentions the name. I don't think he says, you know, Roscoe called me last Friday and said.
One other reason that we do not need this as a shelter. We have for months, and even beyond months, we have been telling our youth, if I could please speak, we've been telling our youth not to go downtown, not to gather in mass, not to commit crimes downtown, because we want to provide opportunities for you in your community. Well, this
you tell them not to go downtown Chicago in mass committing crimes. He may as well have said, womp, 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 womp. That's what you may as well have said. Or that's what you said, but this is what the kids heard. Them kids ain't listening to none of that. Them savages ain't listening to none of that.
Specifically flies in the face of that, and it takes a very valuable resource from our youth. Our seniors have been able to walk across the street and enjoy programming here. It would be extremely difficult for them to walk a mile and a half or even get a mile and a half from here to continue their senior program. So I ask you, and I have never asked this of the community before, I ask you to join me and stand up against allowing this to become a shelter.
That's not their job. That's why you're there. Okay, let's see what.
Good evening, everyone. I'll show you how disrespectful this is.
I actually listened to this guy. I love the majority of my black elders, but they don't realize they derail their own argument. They don't realize they derail their own argument. Listen to this gentleman.
On the 5 o'clock news, they projected that the migrants would be here by Saturday. Look, welcome to the welcoming city. Well, I got to tell you, only certain areas are welcoming. That's us. They want us. They say they want to use this park, but let me tell you, LaSalle Street, Clark Street, all the office buildings, nobody wants to be in the loop anymore. They all want to move west because of new buildings with better amenities. Those buildings are empty right now with water, heat, and everything. But they don't want the migrants down there. We're not anti-migrants, but this is so.
That's the business district. And y'all hear that? We're not anti-migrant. The migrants are anti-you. See, this is one thing a lot of people don't realize, that they're at war. Some people realize they're at war. Some people feel the war coming on. Some people have been in war for weeks or months and have no idea. He's taking incoming fire. He's taking incoming fire. And he don't even know it. He don't even know it. None. He has no idea.
What do you got? Waiting 236, hold traffic, shots fired.
Once you hear that, it's too late. If you're not the one sending it out, if that's what's coming into you, you're done. Name me a place or time in U.S. history where immigrants have came in and didn't carve out a huge swath for themselves and push everybody out. Somebody name me that. You got, what did Jesse Jackson say about New York? You know what town? Because the algorithm will hear me say it. I'll just say small hat town. And he got in heat from that, from his own Democrat Party, right? You got Little Italy, right? You got Greektown. You got them all. You got all of them. You got Chinatown. You got Chinatown. Everywhere you go, you got Little Italy. You got but Carrie, see, I just ain't want to say it because I know the algorithm, and I don't need no, because you know I got somebody watching that's just waiting to shut somebody like me up anyway. Well, to get you got them all. You got Greektown in Detroit. You got Greektown in Detroit. The Greeks run it. Hamtramck, the Poles run it. Dearborn and ran everybody out. The Arabs run it. The Arabs run. They play the call to prayer every day over the loudspeakers in the city of Dearborn, which is a suburb of Detroit. Every day. They run Dearborn. We got Greektown in Detroit. They run that place. Hamtramck, the Czechs and Poles and ran Hamtramck since World War II. Even the name Hamtramck is Czech. The name is Czech. That's where the Plymouth plant used to be. Big Pontiac can tell you that. The Hamtramck, they had a Dodge plant over there, Plymouth plant, with the driving test track and everything in Hamtramck. I'm old enough to remember that. Everywhere they go, you got Little Italy. There's places, what's that? Bensonhurst in New York. You go to Bensonhurst with that stuff. It's going to look like, dudes look like the Sopranos coming up to talk to you. Hey, new guy there. Hey, the dragon person there. Hey, come here. Hey, nice shop you got here. Who are you? I'm just from the neighborhood there. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Yeah, Greenfield Village is in Dearborn. My baby sister lives out there in that area. She got tired of the west side. I don't know what took her so long to get the hell out of there. But anyway, they carved that. You got Chinatown in New York. You got Chinatown in California. You got Northern California. You got it in Houston. You got it in San Antonio. Everywhere they go, they're going to carve theirs in and push yours out. You got to have anything done in Chinatown, you got to go talk to the people that run Chinatown. But here's the thing. There's no mayor of Chinatown. There's no city rep of Chinatown. But everybody that lives in Chinatown and do business in Chinatown, they know who the triad is. Did I say triad? They know who the three-headed monster is that they have to go to have anything done. You can be born and die in Chinatown and don't speak nothing but Chinese. You can be born and die on Old Highway 90 on the west side of San Antonio, Texas, and never have to speak a lick of English your entire life. Just speak Spanish. Little Italy, same thing. Chinatown in New York, same thing. Huh? I still remember the delicatessens as a kid on Oakland Avenue, on Oakland and on Linwood, where the menu, it was in Polish. You walk in to get you some cold cuts. You get a couple of slices of salami, a couple of slices of pastrami. They get you some crackers out of that big ass barrel of them dry saltine crackers. Give you that and a half of a pickle. You walk up and you say yakshimash. That means, what do you want? That's what they say, yakshimash. That means, what do you want? It's Polish. They spoke Polish. You hand them your $1.50. They give you a couple of slices, some crackers, and a half of a big ass dill pickle, and you walk out. This like 1973, 73, 74. I remember it like it was yesterday. So what do you think gonna happen in Chicago? Homeboy don't get it. They ain't coming to help you or save you, homeboy. They coming after you.
Move west because of new buildings with better amenities. Those buildings are empty right now with water, heat, and everything. But they don't want the migrants down there. We're not anti-migrants, but this is so disrespectful for them to just sit up here with this crap and we're supposed to listen to it.
And you are going to listen to it and you will conform.
Stop voting for the same people getting the same. Now I don't mind, and we're not anti-migrants, but it shouldn't be on our back.
He didn't neutered his whole argument. Oops.
All right, this is our park.
Mr. Glover, thank you so much for your comment.
And I want to say something to you all. And when you leave here, stop depending on the politicians. And stop voting for the same people getting the same results.
They're going to push that big blue button. Look, the only thing y'all doing is changing one liberal for another and wondering why nothing ever changes. Hold on, let me see. All right, homeboy, come up here. I'm fast forwarding, y'all.
We are not here this evening to tell you how you should feel. We're not here to dismiss your feelings. The reason that we are here this evening is to provide you with the information to understand how we got here and how and why we are presenting this information. We're not going to get anywhere, folks, yelling at each other.
And here we go.
And I'm not going to yell. And so what I want to do this evening is I want to lay out for you the facts. And I want to explain to you how we got here and where we have to go. Okay? So that's how we're going to start. I'm going to tell you.
I don't think this is going to work.
Did you hear her? She said, I don't think this is going to work. She already knows. She taking the temperature of the room. Listen.
I'm going to tell you.
I don't think this is going to work.
I don't think this is going to work. It takes a non-black to take the temperature of a room that's majority black. Are you fucking kidding me? He muted the mic. He muted it.
Okay, folks, so
I'd pay, look, I pay $5 if somebody can tell me what they said when they muted it. Because I guess he realized when she said it, oh shit, muted the mic, but he kept on talking. I want to know what the heck she said.
Alderman, if you would allow us, because you're not going to let me present the information. So that doesn't mean we're going anywhere. I'm here to answer your questions. We are all here to answer your questions, to be honest and transparent with you about the facts. So that's how we're going to proceed. Okay?
Thank you. Sarah. Guys, let me get your attention once again. Let me get your attention once again before we continue on with public comments. You can't ask them a question. Steele Hayes, Laurel Steele, this community
It gets them mentorship. It shows them discipline. It shows them how to be raised during the week. That raised out of where they're supposed to go. My name is Michelle Zappalo, and I should be on the list, probably like number 10 or so. But my question to you is, if we shut this park down for the people that bring their kids here for sports programs, where they're supposed to go? Let me answer that for you. I have an 8-year-old. He's been out here since he's.
You can see, she got her phone in her hand. You can see it poking it out every now and again. Boom, quee, she ain't having it.
Been 6. We have so many of this sports program goes up to 13U. A lot of these young boys, they don't have fathers. So a lot of these coaches, they are their fathers.
That's the part I was trying to get to. Y'all know I was a assistant high school football coach when I lived in San Antonio. I know that part. I loved the job, even though the biggest obstacle I had for the almost just shy of 4 years that I'd done it wasn't the kids. It was they fucking mamas and some of the daddies too, but they effing mamas. The boy's daddy is supposed to be his father, not us. We're here to be football coaches. And do we turn out to be life coaches? Yes, on certain things. But the more of that it's done by someone inside the home gives us a better product that we can concentrate on what you're here for instead of having to deal with what's going on with your house. And I'm trying to teach you how to play strong safety or cornerback. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking for somebody else to take care of your kids. I'm going to steal a phrase from Carrie. She done said this so many times, me and her talking in private, but I ain't going to throw her under the bus. She always say, and she's in here, she can tell you, why should I be responsible for your good, F-U-C-K? ? She said that more times, and she's right. Why should I be responsible for your good? I didn't get none of it. I didn't get the feel. I didn't get the follow-up. I didn't get the put back. You know what a put back is. I didn't get to do the Superman. I ain't get none of that stuff. But I'm the one gotta, I'm the one gonna, yeah, I'm the one gotta deal with. Come on, man, lady, stop it. This program that should be on a shirt, this program isn't designed to be a daycare, a babysitter. That's not the purpose of it, ma'am.
They are their father figures. They come to this community 4 days out of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday for game day, and Fridays. So they spend part of their weekend here alone during the week. That keeps them a safe place. It gets them mentorship. It shows them discipline. It shows them how to be raised as black men in the community. So you sit up here and you move.
That's their father's job. Stop having children by dudes that you do not think or you do not want to raise the child. You're putting the burden on someone else. I signed up to be a secondary coach, assistant defense coach, and the secondary coach. I didn't sign up to be a babysitter.
Our kids out when we already don't have the resources as it is. My son also goes to Wicker Park. I haven't got an email about nobody setting shelter up in Wicker Park. But yet we come in a community of black people where we already get the low scraps. And then you want to take the little scraps, the resources that we have, and put us at the bottom of the barrel? That's not fair. And I won't have it because my son will be here.
My name is
Boom Quee hot. Look, right now, as a matter of fact, when she be if I was sitting next to her before she went up there, when I saw her coming back after that, I'm getting up and going find me another damn seat. I ain't sitting up with her. Was coaching more difficult than the welding course you gave? Oh, hell yeah. Well, welding, if you don't have a grasp of math, if you're not good with math, you'll suck as a welder, period. You suck as a welder. You know, football, does math help? Yes. Hand-eye coordination, following instructions, and feeling out the player, know what to look for. Once we can do that, both of them take a different part of the brain, but it's easier to say. But with welding, you didn't have to deal with people's temperament and what's going on inside their house and whatnot. Math, preparation, execution. Because the first thing is math. If you suck at math, you'll suck as a welder. So.
I was raised. I have sorry by my name, but I have a question for the elected officials.
If you're not Miss Bertha Frazier, I'm going to cut the mic off because we're trying to get order in here.
They all in the back. But my question is this:
Mr. James Frazier and Bertha Frazier up next.
Thank you, Irv. You right. You right. They're my partner in crime right there. They're my partner in crime in real life, right there. You right, bruh. They didn't cut off the mic. Dude, you got to put your name on the list to speak. You just can't walk up and bogart the mic. We're going to push through this, y'all.
And you guys advocate for the migrants people to be at the McCormick place. That is the best place. That's the biggest place. That's the safest place for them. I would like to see, what is your answer? Because the mayor said that we must make sacrifice. Let the McCormick place, let those people make sacrifice. The money that's going, the $53 million, $200 million, let that money go to the McCormick place. What is your answer? Would you advocate for that?
Ma'am, go ahead and step up. Guys, I'm not calling off the list. If you want to speak, stand in line. Because this is not working by calling off a list. Go ahead, ma'am.
All right.
Is that we have, since last August, we have received 17,000, over 300 buses. And as it stands right now,
so what time is it?
As it stands right now,
Sold up at 6:39.
we have almost 10,000 migrants,
That's a different American.
asylum seekers, that we have sheltered here in the city of Chicago.
Okay, go ahead, man.
We're going to push through this. I'll leave the link down in the deal. Let me go ahead and get y'all set up on the next one here. Cause this is, and then I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. It's just two quick stories. Well, I'll even put the link for this one and I'll get to the main one and then I'll get y'all out of here. Okay. Chicago mayor signs a $29 million deal with a private security firm to create tent camps and security provisions for the illegals that's in the city of Chicago.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Brandon Johnson signed a $29.4 million one-year deal with a private security firm to move 1,600 plus migrants that have been living in police stations in the tent encampments around the city, according to the Chicago Tribune. Getting the city into business with a company that has been at the center of multiple immigration-related controversies. The contract also reportedly reveals previously unknown details about the tents these migrants would live in, explaining the soft material yurt structures which would fit 12 cots each and be outfitted with fire extinguishers and a portable restroom with makeshift kitchens set up nearby. The contract, which was obtained by the Tribune, specified that the security firm Garda World, I know who this company is because Garda also does armored car services for financial institutions, just like Brinks and anybody else. And they will provide emergency logistics management and operations services that will set up and shelter and other necessary services for the new arrivals. How about that? Now, let's get this last one in, and then I'm gonna let y'all ride. What do you say? Let me read y'all comment. Well, y'all know before when I go, I always go through the end string of the comments. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go. Now, remember the big thing. I know y'all remember the big deal was the border wall. It won't work, even though walls work worldwide. You talking to a man that trooped to the East-West Germany wall for 3 years and the North-South Korea wall for 1 year. Don't tell me walls don't work. Now, I can't tell you what everything that happened on that wall because them folks will come get me. And if I was them, I would come get me too. Forget Las Vegas. What happens on the wall stays at the wall. Okay. I'm just saying. What's up, Corlock? Imagine that. Yeah. But now Biden, yeah, I say now, because he was the main that he ran on it. He campaigned on it to make sure the wall don't go up. 2 months ago, the Biden quietly, and not too many news outlets reported it, the unused building materials. The government, the DOD, they authorized the resale. They sold off the wall materials that was unused, the metal, the concrete, the sand, the lignite, all of it. All of it. Sold it for pennies on the dollar. How about that? Sold it for pennies on the dollar. The Berlin Wall worked excellently. Take it from somebody that rode up and down, that trooped that wall for 3 years. That's a 3-year tour. I can still see and smell the place when I close my eyes. So, I mean, it takes on a whole different life when you actually live and operate out of Camp Hoff and you're on rotation with 2 other units trooping that wall. So, see, here we go. How can I time him out and he got a wrench? Why you lying on me? Sheriff, go get truth. But, so now y'all know he didn't, I don't know if y'all know, he didn't stop the flow, supposedly stop the flow of the Venezuelans. The Venezuelans that's still trying to come in, he's authorized them to be picked up and sent back. Something that his predecessor was wanting to do anyway. And now they're going to allow the border. You're looking at it on the screen. Don't listen to me. Who you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? And there's a lot of people and a lot of Hispanic American politicians complaining. Now, if you're not a Hispanic American and you're in that politician's district, you know what he or she, well, 2 of them I know are she, one's a he. The 3 that I know of for sure that's spoke up on it. That Texas sending them all, man, I can give you the laundry list of where they going, Corlock. I can give you the laundry list to the 14 places that they going. Sure can. Hell, I done vids on some of them, but the whole 14, I got the list. Don't ask me where I got it from, but it don't matter. But I got it. So now you want the wall to go where you said wouldn't work, but now you like, damn, maybe this wall ain't such a bad idea after all. Like I said, and them those Hispanic American politicians that's balking at him about this, know what they saying to you? Thanks for putting me in to run your district, but F you. I want my folks over here over you. They saying it just without saying it. Joe Biden faced intense criticism from environmental advocates, political opponents, and his fellow Democrats after the president's administration waived 26 federal laws to allow the border wall construction in South Texas, its first use of a sweeping executive power that was often employed under Donald Trump. Henry Cuellar is a chump. I've actually met him in person, okay? I continue to stand against the wasteful spending of taxpayer dollars on an ineffective border wall. This is what I'm going to say what it is. This Mexican know if he needs some more Mexicans to get in and he want them in his district, and he'll be able to die as the congressman for his district. Yep, I said it. I sure the hell did. During the Trump presidency, about 450 miles of barriers were built along the southwest border. The Biden administration halted the efforts, though the Texas Governor Greg Abbott resumed them. A federal proclamation issued on 20th January 2021 said building a massive wall that spans the entire southern border is not a serious policy solution, but nobody said it when Bill Clinton was started building the wall, right? Oh, y'all didn't know Bill Clinton built that little old piece over there in California? Yeah, he did. It petered out. Polling shows Trump leads Biden when voters are asked who would handle the border security better. Well, that's a given. The Clean Air Act, get out of here. Safe water, get out of here. Starr County between Zapata, Mexico, and McAllen, Texas is home to about 65,000 people in 1,200 square miles, part of the lower Rio Grande Valley. Okay, that's all good and fine. Look, he learned it. Yeah, you're right. He learned it from Henry B. Gonzalez. And they even, and y'all, well, me and Irv C, we know who these people are because, we both lived in San Antonio. They built a convention center, huge convention center in San Antonio, and named it the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. How about that? Y'all, I'm glad that I could share some of this stuff with y'all, and cause I ain't trying to be funny, or I ain't trying to be a jackass or a smart ass or nothing like that. But a lot of people ain't talking about certain things, even though they talk about how it's going to affect you directly, but they just quiet as a church mouse on it. You want to know why? And I'll tell you why, and we can get out of here. It's because ideology trumps race. They take their political ideology over their own good sometimes. There's no way in hell I'm going to support a Republican at my own demise. I sure as hell ain't going to support it. I don't support Democrats, period. But I know somebody that got, man, why you railing on Mitch McConnell? Man, why you railing on Jeff Flake? Man, why you railing on Chris? I thought you was a Republican. No, I'm a thinker first. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I'm registered independent, but they keep missing that part. But I'm a thinker first. So I'm supposed to go along with what Chris Christie said, what Mitch McConnell said, what what's his name from the Mormon. The Mormon that I think he's stepping out or tried to come. He ran for president before. I'm having a brain cramp. I'm supposed to just put up with what Jeff Flake says, and all them Mitt Romney. So I'm just supposed to put up with, just go with them because they have an R behind their name. You got me flipped up. You got me up all the way. We ain't having it. I ain't having it. Wait a minute.
The world ain't what it seems, is it, Gunny?
It sure the hell ain't. It sure the hell ain't. But these people will sit quietly while they know they're about ready to get trampled underfoot. And their answer is replacing one Democrat with another Democrat. Now, y'all make that one make sense. I appreciate y'all for coming out. This one went clean, so I'll be able to leave it up. I ain't got to take it down. The sheriff didn't have to cuss nobody out. And even though he went on a tangent a couple of times, but we got him back in the groove. You know, the little fella he get a little amp sometimes. So, but y'all be good, be safe, leave. Matter of fact, shoot, what I'm talking about, I'm messing up my own program. I need to read some of y'all comments before we get out of here. Let me scroll, because it only let me scroll up so far. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's roll down, then we can get up out of here. Ninjas will find a way to ruin a good situation. Yeah, Roscoe, you right. Hashtag no snitching. Yeah, Roscoe, you right. Yep, and a defense attorney saying that. Yeah. Oh, and that chick that's in Georgia, that's the chick that's in Georgia that's on the thing for Trump's indictment. They've dug up video of, I'll play it after we leave from here. I'll make a video. I got time. Of her leading the charge, the anti-Trump train. She should have recused herself, but she didn't. I'll put it up. I'll put it up after this. Truth teller, oh boy. I hope I don't start trolling the chat. See, here we go. Chef shoot first, ask questions later. Oh yeah. And Sky Daddy. Sky Daddy is the ruler of all. No, I don't think that was coincidental, Chef. Big Pontiac home bucket. Ranger hat stiff. The only way to fly. Chocolate bunny. Maybe this will make people clean up the hood they live in. These immigrants turn abandoned houses and businesses into something within a year and a half time. They cutting grass and rebuilding. No lie. I can't say nothing. Maybe it might be a regional thing. I believe, but I have no reason to not believe you, sis. When I visited Chicago, Chocolate Bunny again, they had some park filled with immigrants, taco trucks everywhere. Republic equal representative, Hatch Dragon. That's right. K2B2, if you aren't anti-immigrant, then you gotta live with them. Of course, exactly. But see, he ain't really, he ain't out, and he's an elder. You figure he would know this already. Thank U.S. Democrat Representative Charles Rangel for New York. Oh yeah, Charlie Rangel. I got a real good Charlie Rangel voice there. I listened to him enough, watched him so many times on the old MSNBC from about 15 years ago. Well, I got Charlie Rangel's voice down packed. A black Jackie Gleason looking mofo. Gallery Place, Chinatown is the station. Didn't know that. Black people just like to hear what sounds good, but do the opposite 5 minutes later. That's war ready mindset. Yes, sir. Let me see what else we got here. We getting down here. I'm from Southeast Washington, D.C. and Costia, aka the big chair. Okay. Let me see what else we got. Yep, coaching is difficult. Another reason why I live in a small town, you have to deal with that mess. They had nothing to say until it started to hurt them directly. Correctly, Irv, you right. See, truth. I ain't even gonna read that. I ain't even gonna read that. What is wrong with him? Good information. Thanks, Big Pontiac. That with the gang member. Hey, okay, hey y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna try to squeeze one in tomorrow, about the same time, 7 o'clock Central. I'm going to try to squeeze one in. Y'all be good and be safe. Talk to y'all later. Leave your comments below. If I missed anything, put it in the comment section, because y'all know I respond to a lot of y'all's comments in the deal. I check back on my live streams. I'll check back like in a week, and I check back and see if anybody put anything. And if they do, I answer it. If not, I just keep it rocking. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have fun. Don't get in no trouble.